Welcome and welcome back, everybody, to the OK Grognard Show. Today is Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025, 10 a.m. Central, or just thereafter, in beautiful Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. And today we're just going to do a quick channel update and go on our summer hiatus. Summer hiatus? This isn't a job. You don't get to take off. Oh, yes, I do. When are we off till? August 6th. Because of the fact that there are 5 Wednesdays in July, we're not back till the 6th. That's 5 weeks from now. That's quite a way a ways. A way a ways. So, there you go. This is the last show of the first half of the year. And what a rockin' show it's been so far. What are we going to do with all that time? We're going to do a little writing, a little reading. We're going to take some time off from the game store, too. EGG-Con is in the second half of the month. You know that, all about that. I was talking about that last week, and since last year when it happened the first time. Good times. Go check that out. What else is going on? I take a summer hiatus from my campaign, too, so I won't be running my first edition game until August as well. But that's okay. Sometimes you gotta chill, relax, enjoy, get it all out of your system. Vince himself is in the chat. He ran a game of Dungeon, the 1992 version, which I think is the third released version of Dungeon, the board game. And we had a lot of fun. We knocked some of the rust off of the rules, because it's so easy when a game has gone through 6 different changes to conflate a rule from one game and just think it's part of the other game, because it just makes sense that it would in particular cases. So we did a little bit of looking stuff up to make sure that we've got them set, because Vince is actually going to have the option of playing either the 92 version or the 2024 version, which is mostly like the 2014 version, but not exactly. But he's going to leave that option up to the table at the game, because he's running 2 slots of the Dungeon board game at EGG-Con, and it's a lot of fun. He's got a whole selection of pins too. He brings around his pins for people to win and to have and to play and to sport and to wear. He's a very generous game master. So sign up for his games and have a lot of fun. Dungeon board game is just great fun. We were knocking around, and I thought Vince's character was coming after me, as I was going to find some easier prey at the end after taking it on the noggin a couple of times down on the 5th and 6th level. Oh, and just the 5th level. I never did any 6th level. Let me take that back. And my magic user wizard, it's 92 version, magic user probably, right, was kind of up against it. Those mind flayers in particular were pretty tough. And I kept running up against things. I had lightning bolts and fireballs, and I would throw one, and then I'd discover that from outside the room, and then I would discover that monster inside the room was immune, so I had to take yet another turn and then throw the other spell. I had plenty of spells, but it was very difficult matching them up, because I would throw one and then that thing would be immune, so I'd have to take an extra turn and throw the other, and then finally defeat the monster if I was lucky and rolled well. I ran up against a lot of it, but nobody had a tougher time, honestly, than Vince, who wound up victorious. he just kept running up against monsters that were kicking his butt. And twice he tried to ambush the paladin, and it did not go well. It was a comedy of errors for Vince's character, but Vince's character ultimately won the game, so it was all worth it. It was all worth it. And Shane and Cera. Cera was playing the paladin, and Shane was playing was he playing the dwarf? I think, and he was having trouble rolling too. He was not. The dice were not kind to Shane, right? No, that's Longhorns, right? This is the one. That's what he does, right? With the heavy metal stuff in his photos all the time. He's not a Texas Longhorn fan. He's a heavy metal guy. So it was a blast. It was a blast. We were at 330 Center Street. Yolanda allowed us to play at the Holy Shrine table, the dining room at 330 Center Street. Vince says, great fun, and getting to play at Gary's table was the cherry on top. I was the dwarf thug. Oh, that's right. That's right. You were the dwarf thug. What was Shane playing? Refresh my memory. Was he just a straight up fighter type, or gosh, now I'm confused. I think he was using a sword, I think. I don't know. Now I'm forgetting. But it was a great time, and hopefully next time Yolanda will get to play with us. Don't forget, July 13th, that's a Sunday, Lake Geneva Games. Shane says, Vince says Shane will play an elf. Yeah. Now I remember. Now that you mention it, right? Yeah, of course you remember now. I told you. The July 13th Sunday is Lake Geneva Games Customer Appreciation Day. It's wide open for anybody. Please bring a canned good or a dry good, because that's the entry fee to come play. There's going to be some barbecue, pork, I believe, and some other dishes to pass. There'll be some salads and stuff for those of you that don't eat meat or don't like pork in particular. And Vince's band, the Maroon Room, will do a set, I think around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so be sure to get there in time for that. And it'll be fun and games, and hopefully the weather will be nice that day. Sunday the 13th, we're open from, Lake Geneva Games is open from noon till 9. The band is supposed to go on around 3. It's going to be a fun, loose day, so just come play some games and enjoy yourself, and bring a canned good for the Lake Geneva Games Food Pantry food drive that we do as part of the Customer Appreciation Day. That's how you get in. That's how you get to take advantage of the food and the festivities. So that'll be fun. How we doing on time? Oh, yeah, we're already pushing 10 minutes already, aren't we? Well, I guess that's about it. EGG Con last weekend of July to celebrate Gary's birthday. Be sure to participate in that. It's a growth year. We're in a much smaller place the first year than we are in this year. Just like Gary Con was at the American Legion Hall with 150 people and moved to the Ridge, and even 250 people wasn't enough to make that place feel small. But 3 years later, busting at the seams, had to move to Grand Geneva. It's just the way those things are, because the first year that you move to a bigger place feels big. There's plenty of games to play. There's actually more people than the previous year, but a growth year. So take advantage of that. Come enjoy the extra elbow room, right? And the plenty of games to play and all of that stuff in the EGG Con 2. And as it continues to grow for EGG Con 3 and 4 and stuff, and it starts to get crowded and everyone's complaining, oh, I liked it in 2 when there was plenty of room, you'll be able to say that and be one of those people, which everyone loves, those kind of people, right? It's, oh, always complaining about grognards. Wait a minute. I'm an okay grognard, so I can complain. Okay, grognard. Thank you very much for to everybody for a wonderful first half of 2025. Thank you for all the support from the listeners, Vince, and everybody else. I'll read the whole list of Patreon supporters, and thanks to thanks to everybody. Don't forget, you can support the channel on Patreon on a free level if you just want to get your name on the placard and let it be known that you appreciate what's being done here. You like the old school first edition content and the news from in and around the Lake Geneva area, because there's always stuff going on around here for gamers, and there's always lots of fun and things to play. So, be like me, semi-retired Lake Geneva, or retire in total to Lake Geneva and just play games for the rest of your life. That's the way to do it. All right, thank you, everybody. I very much appreciate it. Thanks, Vince, and everybody else for being in the chat and following today. It's much appreciated. This was a channel update and talking about the summer hiatus. We'll be back on August 6th. That's a Wednesday, of course. And the show streams live on Twitch each Wednesday, except for the next handful, at 10 a.m. Central, and then it's archived on YouTube. Like, subscribe, follow, do all of the good stuff. It's very much appreciated. And support the channel, even at the free level on Patreon. Join such illustrious individuals as Tom Tullis of Fat Dragon Games, Carlos Lysing of Castle Entertainment, Heath Farndon of the D&D 20, Dave O'Brien, he's wonderful, Unauthorized User, oh yeah, Heidi and Eric Gygax Garland of Gaxland, EGG coming right up. Vince Ragusa of the Maroon Room, an excellent prog rock band. They just had a release on the 25th, Hunt of the Blood Wolf. Daniel Caldwell of Griffin and Gargoyle, still plugging away, getting that funding. They got a little setbacks with COVID and all that other stuff, but that project is not dead, believe me. Christian Garcia, Stephanie Lesniewski-Gruchow, Cera Toppilopkus, Colin Szablewski, and as always, Shane Bradley, DM Extraordinaire. This has been the OK Grognard Show, coming at you from beautiful Lake Geneva, Wisconsin for the first half of 2025. We're going on a summer hiatus. We'll be back in August. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye.